All right, welcome, everybody. Not sure if Kick is actually working or not, because it said it failed to create, but we'll see. Hopefully it is. But yeah, welcome back to Enshrouded, everybody. We are just going to be working on our warrior hall here, step by step. So we're just gonna get going here right off the rip here. We did hit our 500 subscriber mark here today, which is fantastic. I'm super excited about that. And I mean, yeah, I just thank you so much, guys, for supporting the channel. And we're gonna build a warrior hall here to actually kind of commemorate that a little bit, hitting our 500 mark here. It's a big achievement in my book. I mean, obviously it's taken us a while to get here, but that's all right. Next, we're shooting for 1,000, which would be awesome. So thank you so much, everybody, for that. And let's get building here. So I'm going to be starting out with basically just our rough stone blocks here and conifer wood blocks, and then we have the blackmire heartwood here. And then I do kind of want to build it out here on this ledge a little bit. Like, I want to expand this ledge out. So let me see here. Did I grab any kind of basic stone blocks or basic stone? I know I got some up in the castle up there. Where's my temporary building chest here? Did I empty that all out? I might have emptied that all out. Let's see here. Do I have anything? I got random building chests all over the place here. All right. Let's I guess let's just run up and grab some stone here quick before I dilly-dally any longer. But yeah, we'll be going through this, just kind of building it casually together. I got stone in one of these here. There we go. And basically, I'm just going to be grabbing some stone here. I think. Do I want anything else? Do I want any of the Revelwood stone? Let's grab some of that too, just in case. I'll just grab some natural materials here. Alright. And I just kind of want to build this out here a little bit. And we're going to build our warrior hall here. So let me go down to the big old squares here. And we're going to switch down to... What does this Revelwood stone look like? Let's look at that first here. Not bad. How about regular stone? Ooh. I think we're gonna go with Revelwood stone here. Did I have enough of that though, is the question? We could probably fill in with some normal stone too if need be, but let's try some Revelwood stone out here. I just kind of want to extend this out here a little bit, and we'll make this look more natural here in a bit. And if we do fall, there's a way out of the shroud over there. It does kind of stink that you can't really build in the actual shroud itself. You can build above it here, as you can see where our build lines are there. But we can't actually build down in the shroud, which is a little unfortunate. Now with this warrior hall here, I kind of want to be a little longer than I am wide, but we still want it to be, you know, a good sized area here. So let's just try to get it nice and lengthy here, because basically we're going for kind of a longhouse-esque build here. And the reason that it kind of stinks that you can't build in the shroud, well, there's several reasons actually, but we won't be able to make this look super natural here once we get past the shroud mark, which is kind of stinky, you know. I'd love to be able to run some big pillars down or something like that. That would be really, really nice. All right, so we've got some nice big stone platform out here. I'm gonna take a step back here and take a look at it here in just a second. All right, let's take a look at that here. Is that gonna be big enough? I want it to be good size, but I don't want it to be like odd, I guess you could say, sticking out of here. Maybe we'll go like maybe one or two more here. Let's go like two more here. And we'll come over here. I'm super excited about hitting 500 subs, guys. It's awesome. Thank you so much. All right, that's long enough there now. Are we wide enough? So basically now we're going to be switching back up here to our, probably just our 2, well, we can probably do 4 meter for now. And then we're going to use rough stone block here, and I just kind of want to bring this as like a foundation here. Actually, let's go with 2 for now. I feel safer using the 2. So using the snapping here. Go right there. And this is going to be basically the foundation of our hall here, which does seem like it's a little tall. Well, stairs would be good to go up into. I was gonna kind of keep it flush with the ground there for a little bit, but you know what? Stairs would be fine to get up into the actual hall too. Let's leave it like that. I'll come over here. And I'm not counting these out at all, so they could be way off. Who knows? We're just kind of building by the seat of our pants here. And is that going to be wide enough for a nice big hole, or should we go 1 wider? I kind of feel like we should maybe go 1 wider, huh? Let's go 1 wider here. Which means that we should probably build this out just a little bit wider here. So it's not hanging off the edge there. Okay. We might have to extend this even further yet. Have to go 1 more here, and I'll bring this over here. Should come out correct here. Good. And now literally I just want the whole entire floor to be this, so we're going to switch to the 4 meters here. And now if you don't have enough rough stone blocks, you can always just switch to the ceiling blocks here and make that the floor too. I'm just going to stick with the 4 meters though. We have a nice nice foundation floor here in case we want to add on to it in the future. Although we can't really go much lower, so I'm not really sure what else we would add. I kind of wanted to add like a nice basement area to this, but we'll see. Alright, so now we have a nice foundation down here. So let's try to find center, which should probably be right here. So we go 1 over plus a half. 1 over plus a half. So yes, that is exactly center here. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that now. And I'll go over to my steps here. Oop, to my steps here. Push down to my conifer wood. I'm just gonna put some nice steps in there so I can kind of see where center is. Because now we're going to be switching to our actual wall blocks here. So we're going to switch to the conifer wood blocks here. I am just going to go ahead and fill this in here with conifer wood. And this is just a nice simple build we're going to be doing here to kind of commemorate our 500 subs mark here. Whoa. Looking off my screen here. Okay, great. Oops, wrong one. Gotta move this stuff up. Okay. Move this stuff up here. We always get these little straggler blocks here from deleting stuff. But yeah, so now you can kind of see there we have nice foundation here. We've got nice walls here, and I think we're actually going to probably go too high with these here. Make it a nice tall building here. It's going to be even taller yet. And that's kind of just going to be the whole premise of this building here. Is we're just kind of making a nice big warrior hall here. We want the nice big tall ceilings here. And this is just kind of for wood that I'm going along here with. And let's connect this on the top here. So now we have a nice big rectangle here, basically. Perfect. And now I do have some doors in here. I do have several different kinds of blocks here that I have gathered up. Where's my doors at? I know I've got some doors somewhere. Here we are. Grab some carved doors. So I'm just going to use the carved, what are these here? The carved wooden double doors here. Yeah, I'll just place that in there, and then we'll fill that in there in a second there on the top. We can put our doors away now for the time being. And I did also grab out, where we at here? Some bronze and iron blocks here too. So we'll see about using them possibly in some of this build here, but I'm not really sure. I haven't built too much with those, so it'll be kind of a fun experiment on the stream here, but for now, I'm just going to go ahead and build myself a platform. Can I jump that? Yeah. Up here so I can actually get... Ooh, okay. So I can actually get up. And then I want to build some nice big old roofs on here. Some roofs. So let's try not to fall here. This is rather scary. Flip that around and bring it in here. Come on. Ooh, it's going to be difficult, isn't it? It can't be simple for me. Oh no. That should be good now. You always got to go just a little bit further than what you think. And what I'm, sorry, the roof I'm using here is a tarred shingle roof block because it's going to make these really nice kind of accents to the roof here. You'll see in a second. Switch to our roof sides here. Turn on snapping again. And we're just going to run along here. We're just going to put some nice big old roofs on here. And we'll do the corner again here. We may have to do in, okay, do it manually here. Let's see here. And here's the joy of roofing once again. Everybody loves roofing, right? Not. Question is that correct? Does not look like it. Okay, wait, tight against there. Yes, it does look like I may have actually done it in the first try for once here, which is insane, I know. There we go. I may have spoken too soon too, you never know. Okay, no, it does actually look good here, so let's get back up on the safety of our roof here. Okay, turn this back down here. The whole thing's not going to be able to do that, so we'll just bring this over here again. Okay, we're going to be right there. Any light coming through on the bottom? Doesn't look like it. Wow, we might be on an actual roll here, unlike my recordings usually go. All right, flip this now this way. Turn snapping back on, and it's going to mess it up. There we go. Okay, we need another corner here. Snapping off. Okay, how close do I gotta be here? Am I too high? Like that's not quite correct here. Is there a light doing over there? Oh yeah. Move that here. It should be this height. And do I like that? Do I not like that? Let's bring over a wall here to make sure we're flush. Yeah, see how it's gonna be off there? We want it to be in line with the other one there, not with this corner here. Let's hope that we didn't get off anywhere else here. Okay, now we want the corner here. Turn off snapping again. Just gonna bring this over. Like so. That might get me where I need to go. It's looking low. We're looking low, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, now we just need to basically fix this corner here, whatever we got going with this corner. Which is probably, honestly, it's not the actual corner here, it is. Let's remove that block. Is that gonna be right? Snapping is not gonna be that nice to me, I know it's not. Okay, now that is definitely not correct. And it's dark. We're gonna have to fly over here and sleep. I got my temporary bed over here for the time being just because we're actually working on the video right now for building this guardhouse. I have a little ways to go on that yet. Can I jump this? Oh yeah, that's kind of fun. Alright, let's get rid of this corner here. Like that block is just straight up in my way too there. No. Right, might have to try. I have to do something a little different here. There we go. Let's try to come from the other way here once. Maybe this will be easier for us. Okay, that's gonna be lower, right? Yeah, that's lower. This is always the hardest one here. Okay, want it in tight here. Oh, we may have done it, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have a winner? It looks higher than the rest, right? Try to connect it once and see what it does. Oh yeah, that's definitely higher than the rest. So we were right with everything. Why does it not want to cooperate? Never wants to cooperate. No, come on. Work. Work. Come on, connect where you're supposed to connect. Wow, we're being really finicky now. That's because I spoke too soon. I said everything was going good. Alright, come on. That's got to be perfect now, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now that's a roof. Now, you could do a couple different things here. You could connect it like I just did here. And then we'll connect it up on the top to give it a nice little ornament, or you could bring it out straight here and frame it in, which we'll kind of do like a mini version of up on top here. You'll see what I mean in a second. So basically I'm just going to bring this up like this now, and it should make us some real nice designs when we get up on top up here, if we can actually connect these. So something like that. And then it's kind of up to you how you want to actually frame it in there. Well, let's go ahead and do the back part here first. Oops. All right. I'm talking about the roofs, man. The roofs are finicky. And on the back here, I think we're probably going to end up maybe just bringing it to a corner here. Again, which of course it's not going to want to work quite right with me here, but once you already have one down, it's a little easier to get it to fit correctly. I say a little bit, I mean just a little bit. Let's zoom out here so I can see. If you're wondering how to do the zoom action, hold Z, scroll with your mouse. Go ahead and put another corner down over here, actually. Okay, we're gonna have to switch to the 2-meter roof here. And then we'll just bring this up here. It's gonna be, yeah, it's a little weird looking right now just because we don't have this one in. So we'll flip that, turn on snapping. Bring that down. And you have a couple, oh my word, you have a couple options. You could either cap it off then with the 2-meter here, so like this. Or you could also use the 4-meter and bring it down like that if you just want the regular texture there. But I don't want that. I want this nice wood beam on the top up here. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my roof side here. Make sure your snapping is off. You actually might be able to get it to work here. Gonna work? No, maybe not. I thought it might work there. And we just kind of want to bring this along here like so. Now it should meet up correctly on the back if we flip this. Let's make sure we start from the front here so we keep it the same. There we go. Very nice. I like that design. Perfect. Now we have a beautiful roof here. Even simple roofs are hard. So you're probably wondering, well, what about this, right? A few options you can do here. You can put stained glass in here if you want. You can put wood in here again if you want. Like if we switch off of this block, go up to our singular blocks here, we can do conifer wood in there, which wouldn't look bad either. Or we can grab either our iron or copper blocks and put them up there, because like I said, I've never seen that in there. So let's try, or not copper, but bronze. Let's try bronze once. I kind of want to use bronze in something just so I can see how it works, what it looks like. So I'm just gonna fill this area in here. So we'll go first person mode, and I want to get it pretty close to accurate here. Oop. Okay, it's gonna be a pain all the way. And the roof is connecting to it, which is good, so it doesn't have any gaps of air in it. I just want it right in this little hole right there. There we go. Okay, and I think that's actually going to turn out pretty nice. Oh yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be pretty. I'm not really going for the Viking. Like, it's got a lot of similarities to longhouses, you know, or like Viking-esque style buildings, but this is our own brand here too. We are in a fantasy medieval village here, after all. So if you want to interlace these with wood and bronze, or what is this? Is this bronze? Am I right in saying this is bronze? Yeah, bronze. Okay, I keep thinking it's copper for some reason. You can do that too, but... Okay, well, let's take a look from the ground level here. Yeah, and I like that. That's a nice intricate design up there. Very pretty. All right, so now we've got our basic structure here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out our rough stone block here again. Do the 2-meter block. Turn on my snapping and place one down there and place one down there. We're gonna put some lights there eventually, because obviously, as you can see in here, we're quite dark. But that's all right. We're gonna fix that here in a second. Ooh, I may have forgotten one up there, but we'll fix that too. All right, so now I'll keep our roofing on us just in case I make a mistake, but we need some temporary lighting in there, I think. I'm not sure if I actually grabbed much for lighting. I did grab these little ones here. I kind of wanted the big, the balefire ones, which I did have some. I'm not sure if I put those away or if I stored them over here in this chest. And we got builds going all over the place here. I'm thinking I probably put them away. This one here might work too, though. Sometimes those balefire braziers make too much smoke to see anyway. They're kind of annoying. These might actually look okay right here too. Very nice. Just gonna put some of these down in here now so we can kind of see what's going on a little bit better. Apologize for the darkness, but that is the way that it is when you're building like this. All right, so we do need some more places to actually walk here, because I'm going to now be putting in some beam work in here. So we're gonna make some nice big old beams here out of our conifer wood. So first off, we want to get rid of this. We want to get rid of the. Okay, I can make this very peaked feeling here. I like the peaks, but we also want nice big old beams. So I'm going to bring it down one here, and I'll place in our conifer wood, and I'm just going to fill this one in here. So that's good. No more light coming through. All right, what did I do here? I did something weird, didn't I? Yeah, so now I'm basically just gonna run this all the way over to the other side here. So I'll need these across here like this. Come back up to the 1 meters here. Actually, let's put some light up here too so I can see. Make sure I don't fall off here. Basically just using these conifer wood blocks here to make some nice beams. Now you can also use the is it blackmire? I think wood does work as well. Okay, good, I can't actually fall, which is nice. To make some more natural looking wood, I guess. But it is a little bit more tedious to build with, I'll tell you that. So we're gonna go with the actual structural beams here. And it does look good underneath too, so at least in my opinion it does. But you can use whatever you want in here really for beams. If you don't want any beams, you don't have to have any either. But you'll see here in a second, I think that you'll want some Nice beams. I definitely placed them in the wrong place there, but it's gonna be like that. Alright, so now we have a nice big beam running across here. Like so. And then I think what we're actually gonna probably do... Let's come down, straight down from the 2 there, all the way to the bottom. And then go over 1, 2, 3. And put 1 down. And then same thing on this side, all the way to the bottom. Or 1, 2, 3. I should be right now. Down, 1, 2, oh, on the 3rd one, okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I should be right. Am I going crazy? 1, 2, 3. All the way down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. I was going crazy there for a second. Alright, so we'll put some beams down right here. Will be some beams. And then I'm probably going to end up doing a nice side beam. I want too many beams though. Let's go up 1, 2, 3, and then over to the side here. Again, 1, 2, 3, over to the side here. Alright, let's bring that wood all the way across here. I'm gonna go into first person so I can see here. Because in my opinion, I just want this to look a little more realistic. Like we need some structural support in here. Oops, okay, I put one down there in the wrong place. And you might get some weird stuff happening too with the lighting when you put down blocks right against the roof like this. I don't really know why it does that, but it is what it is. It should be drowned out by our light when we get that put down here. This is the actual kind of fun part of roofing here. See how it does that kind of weird reflection thing there? I don't know why it does that. Just a weird thing with the voxels, I think. And feel free to place your beams wherever you want here. You can count them out like I did exactly, but it's really up to you. This should not be messing up the outside either. Guess we could double check it, but it should not be. You can see here too how it's making the light come in like that. It's odd that it does that, but it does. There's not much you can do about it, so. Alright. Now we're going to switch to this, and I will destroy this here. Probably going to go down a level here, so we'll leave our floating one up there for now. Got temporary scaffolding here again. My plan is to hang some nice chandeliers in here. Does that put a... Really? So it makes the sound like it can't do it, but it actually does do it. And I can't delete it? Is that right? That is quite interesting to me. Alright, I don't know. So you have to put one down on that when you accidentally click on it. It must not register as a real block when you accidentally click outside of the build area. Oh, I thought I was just about there. There we go. And I like this nice conifer wood because it's got these beautiful designs on them here. Kind of this nice weaving, nice carved area there. palm wood blocks and the other blocks that are the other wood blocks also have some nice designs on some of them, but this one just feels nice for in here. This has got the right vibe for me. Oh no, I placed one over there on accident again. Alright, let's see here. I think I did anyway. Oh yeah, right there. That one destroyed by itself. I don't know. It's a mystery. So now you can kind of see we've got some nice beams going in here. And now I just kind of want to run some beams probably crosswise in here as well. So we'll start right here in the corner. And do I actually want that like that? Yeah, I do. Okay, let's seal this in all the way around here. And then we'll actually just come around like this and give it a nice trim here. Break up some of that 2D weird texture going on. Can I do this from the ground? Is it too high up there? That is unfortunate. And you can kind of bring it out like that and connect stuff because you're not really going to ever see it behind there. So. Just want to be down a little bit more here. Is that right? There we go. Imagine if this game was always in first person. That'd be pretty wild. Not sure I'd actually like it in first person, to be quite honest. I think the devs made a good choice by not putting it in first person here. Just make a platform going across here again so that I can actually see what I'm doing. Oop. And I am actually just holding the mouse button down here too, so it usually works pretty good here, as long as you're going in a nice straight line. Again, all I'm doing is just breaking up some of that texture there a little bit, like the 2D texture. Again, if we had some nice long horizontal pieces, that would be great too. Please, devs, like some sideways columns or something would be fantastic. All right, let's get this thing moving here. Is it tedious? Yes. Will it help the build? Yes. Okay, just like that. And then we actually just need some nice crosswise beams in here too. So now I'm just gonna kind of choose a couple spots here that I want some nice cross beams in. And if you want all beams that run one way, that's fine too. I'm just gonna put some in right here would be nice. Doesn't have to be perfect unless you're going for something really fancy or you're a perfectionist, which is fine. No. Oops. Oh, there's one too low there. Nice beams in there now. And then we'll run a nice beam across over here too. Somewhere similar, probably right in here-ish would be just fine. I put one up there again. I don't know if that's a bug or what, because it says you're out of range to build things, and then it'll build it one anyway, right there, so. Very odd. Very, very odd. All right. We got some nice cross beams in there. Let's kind of put one. I think maybe we should have one kind of right here in the middle. Let's just kind of split the difference here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's really gonna look up that much anyways, so. Alright, got some nice beams in here now. If we want to add more beams later, we can too, but... Alright, now since we're up here, we might as well add in some lighting and chandeliers, right? So let me get up here. Oop, okay, and I'll fall. I guess let's grab the chandeliers first. Which one did I put them in? Ooh, I don't know. Here we go. Chandeliers. Okay. Might actually need a platform to get up there. Alright, so chandelier number 1 here. Okay, that's not what I wanted. There we are. So chandelier number 1. Not exactly sure where I want to hang. Oh, maybe I do actually know how I want to do this. Actually come right down here. And in between here, I'm just going to go back to my 1 meter and kind of right in the middle here. In between our 2 beams right up here. Go over. Oop. Oh, I'm going to have to go 1 here. That should line up correctly. Good. We'll do that in a couple places, and then we'll just hang a nice chandelier right in the middle there. Give ourselves some nice light up above there. Sorry, text message, guys. Alright, so let's do that in a couple places here. Go back in here. Grab out our hammer, kind of split the gap there. Oop, that's too low. Okay, we really made it mad there. Okay, there we go. Okay, why does he keep placing it 1 lower? Not what you're being told to do. Okay, I might be able to come back later and delete that one. Wow, okay, it's being very, very weird here. I've never seen it do this before. Oops. Looks like I'm getting some lag or something here. Oh yeah, I am getting some server lag. Let me double check on some things here, guys. Now we should be good. Yeah, thanks for subbing there. Juice World, appreciate that. A flying base, huh? Sorry about that. I see you guys are just responding in the chat here. But anyways, I don't know. We're getting some server lag there or something. So let me try that again once. See if it keeps being wacky and weird. Okay, looks like we're fine now. It's just mad at me for some reason there. All right, let's go ahead and I do have my chat up now, by the way. So if you guys actually did want to chit chat with me, I got it open now. Usually I always have it open, but like I'm gonna raid a town? I think so? Like this? This is my fancy outfit. What do you mean? Alright, let's go ahead and take down some of this stuff here now. See how much lighting we actually have. That means that we'll have to get rid of a bunch of these here, so we'll scroll down to this. Try not to accidentally remove your roofs here. Yeah, is it? It's R-O-O-V-E-S, right? Roofs. I think that's right. Down all of our temporary scaffolding here. Very carefully. All right. So now let's pick up some of these here, if I can. And we'll see how much light those chandeliers actually give off. Chandeliers give off quite a bit of light. And this is a nice warrior hall here where we kind of want to keep a certain mood going. We're going for a certain mood. So it does give off quite a bit of light up there, but we're still really dark down here. Let me go sleep again over here in our temporary bed. Alright, relaxing, chilling. Alright, so yeah, still quite dark in here. I don't know if we're actually going to put any windows in here or not, but usually you kind of need to for lighting, but this place might be okay without them. Because we're going to have some nice fires in here going, eventually. So right now we'll switch back, we'll put in... we could probably actually add in some more chandeliers here. So kind of right where these are going to cross here. Put one in right there. There. And one over here. Okay, we got a little bit more light going now, and I love the shadows there. I mean, look at those shadows. That looks so sweet with those timbers going across there. So cool. All right, let's get some more light up in here now. Actually, you know what? We could probably. This is a warrior's hall, so usually I'm against putting open flames like this in a building, like a closed off area, because it just doesn't look right in my opinion. But this is a nice big open area here. We got a lot of air in here. This is where our warriors hang out. We're gonna commemorate them. And I would like some more types of lighting. Let's put down our temporary lighting here again, so we can kind of see a little bit. All right, so now if you guys have watched my stuff in the past, you'll know that I really dislike that we don't have any lava blocks or flame blocks, because building hearth style structures in this without that is very hard. Very, very difficult to do. We can actually achieve it a little bit by using the balefire braziers, which I'm going to go grab some from my main storage area up here. I think I have some up here yet. Hopefully I do. Lighting over here. Let's see here. I do. So the balefire braziers there should actually work out pretty good. You would think that the campfires would also work out really good, but they don't, because you're not allowed to place stuff close to them for some odd reason. So to get around this here, you can see like this is way too big for in here. I'm gonna keep this centered somewhat though. But if we turn on the fine-tune rotation and we actually sink it down here, we might be able to get it, yeah, low enough to actually look somewhat decent. But they are quite large too. Being silly for me here. There we go. Turn off snapping quick. If you want it even lower yet, you can get rid of some of your foundations and really sink it into the ground. I think I'm gonna put one, and getting it lined up just perfect is gonna be rather hard here. Let's see where this kind of gets me here. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab another one. I'm just gonna kind of overlap them a little bit here. Like so. Make a nice big smoke fire in here. That gives off a lot of light. It's a very big fire. We'll be cooking in here. But we don't really have a lot of options, which is the sad part. For nice big fires. But now, of course, on the sides there, what I want to do is put down some benches. We just want some nice benches to go around there. So I have these iron benches here. And then I should have some rugs. Yeah, some nice rugs here. Like this. And then typically when you're putting down benches and tables and stuff, you have to put down your rug first here. What did I do with my other rug? Put them next to each other. So like if we put the bench down here, rotate this around here, and we actually set the bench down, then we try to place the rug, it's really hard to get it to sit right underneath there. The 4-piece one seems to work a little better there, but if you've actually put your rug down first and then grab your bench, you can get that to sit on there just fine, just normal. Is that going to be into the wall too much? I don't know. It's maybe okay. So let's go ahead and put down our rugs here. Kind of just all the way along this wall here. I'm just going to line this with rugs. Do I say rugs weird? I feel like I say rugs weird. Okay, and for now we'll just leave it like that. I just want some nice benches down here. This is my favorite part, the interior decorating for buildings. Like, the outside is cool and all. Some people are really good at the outside stuff. I tend to struggle more with outside of the outside of the buildings than I do the inside. I just like to interior decorate a little bit more. Oh yeah, and before I forget too. Do I actually have it on me? I do. So we have this Blackmire Heartwood here. What I'm gonna try to do, I haven't really done this before either. That's why we stream sometimes, just to experiment, you know? I'd like it if we could actually run... Let's see here, how thick should I make these posts? So coming off of this door frame here, if I come something like... Oh, that's very thin. Okay, hold on. Let's go the cube once and see how thick that is. Okay, that's better. I want to put some sort of beams in here. So in order to do that, I'm probably going to have to get... Okay, how tall is that? Probably not tall enough. Oh no. No, there's the problem. Okay. Alright, okay, I can still jump that. Okay, how tall is that? That might be pretty good right there, huh? Is that gonna overlap too much with... Like, if I put a beam down, like, say, in here? Could work. We could maybe make that work. Is that tall enough for beams now? Yeah, otherwise we're gonna be hitting the chandeliers. There was one other block that I wanted to try. I think I have some in my chest, too, here. Here, this Blackmire bark. I've never used this stuff either. I don't know if this is gonna be like a more natural looking wood. Where am I at here? Let me just see what this looks like attached to this here. I can't jump that anymore. No. Wish I could just jump up there. Okay. Nope, you're gonna have to double jump. Unfortunate. Okay. All for an experiment. Just gonna try to be... Come on. Okay, there we go. I think that'll be just right. Ooh, Blackmire bark has, like, plants growing on it? I don't know about that. I was hoping it would just be like a nice wood texture, but it's got like fungus or moss growing on it, which could look okay. Nah, I'm getting rid of it. All right, scratch that idea. We're gonna go with the Blackmire heartwood and run it across. So basically, I'm just going to... I'll make this one higher here. And then off of that one higher, I'm just going to bring it... Oop, I'm in the way here. I'm just going to make the basically a beam that runs across here out of our Blackmire heartwood here. Oop, that's wrong. I was gonna connect it to that wall, but I actually kind of like it sticking out like that. I don't know. And over here on this side too, I do want to make like kind of a little throne area where maybe our head warrior sits or something like that. The head of the hall, the head of the guild, if you will. We should actually probably... Hold up. I should actually probably do that so I know where my dimensions are. And let's put him on a seat of iron, just for craziness, you know? I was gonna do like some nice blocks, some stone blocks, but nah, let's go with iron. I don't know why, but we're gonna do it. So we'll go with the 2 meter for now, and I'll switch to iron, unless it looks absolutely awful. Which it might. It very well could. I don't know if I want it to be that tall. That's pretty tall, right? Maybe I'll switch back down here. What am I doing here? I wanted to switch there. There we go. I'll come out one... Oh, we can't even count like that because this is just the singular. Okay. We'll just build it normal then. Ooh, I like that flooring. That's gonna be a good choice, I think. Like caved in on the top? That's interesting. I wonder what it's gonna look like when I attach the rest of the floor to it. Okay, this one we're gonna have to switch to the singular then. Okay, and you can actually still run up on it here without jumping. Just kind of fun. Alright, let's go ahead and fill this in here. Alright, we'll have to fix that. Trying to go a little too fast there. Same. Okay. Please, game. Very loud rumble noise. Not pair well with the music, huh? It does fill in half blocks, but it doesn't there. Interesting. Okay. Like if I was to put the... Okay, we're just gonna do the singular. I don't want to mess it up. We're too far. Actually, what we could do to go a little quicker back here, switch to our ceiling blocks, and if I thought it would snap here. Come on. Everything has gotta fight me. Good. Alright, now we have a nice iron platform up here. And we're gonna put our throne up there eventually. So now I kind of know where to go with my wood here. So we'll switch back to our... What was I on here? The cube 1 meter. And back up to our black mire heartwood. Where do I want that to come down? Maybe like right here-ish. Oop, my bad. Okay, it's gonna be a pain then. Here we are. Okay, got our nice big beam in there. I don't know what the point of it really is yet, but it's gonna have a point. We'll make it into something nice. Alright, so over here we did come off and it was and even with that. So we want to be right in here and zoom out a little bit. I think that's gonna be ooh, no, gotta be alright, come on. Okay, so it's basically gotta be like right here. Is that right? Oh my word. Okay. It's all falling apart. Okay. I need to basically be lined up wherever I'm standing. But over here, is that right? Okay, lined up there. Lined up here. Okay, good. Very tedious. Tedious stuff. And so we know what height to make it. We'll bring this one over here. There we are. Oop, there we are. Okay, and then we will bring this all the way over here too. Ah, dragon face. Guess I probably could have done it this way too on the other side, huh? Okay. And then we can just come straight down from right here. Oops. We're gonna have to come up then. There we go. Remove this light here. I like it. Cool. Alright. Now I kind of want to frame this in a little bit here, because I'm not sure if I like this exactly the way it is. Actually, I got another idea. We'll use coffins there. Yeah, we'll use coffins. Before I lose my train of thought, I'm gonna go grab some coffins quick. Oh, okay. Okay, come on. I do think I have some coffins that I was gonna use over here, but I ended up not. Yes, perfect. Just stealing coffins from our other build. If you guys do see some other builds or something on there, you actually, you know, like or something, I usually do make channel or videos on the channel for all of my builds, I guess. So the tavern, we have the Skyforge up here. Maybe we'll do a full village walkthrough at some point. We're building the guardhouse over there. We have a gatehouse off in the distance beyond those trees. We're gonna have a nice cathedral up there. And of course our castle that we've been working on various streams here for quite some time. Alright, so for the coffins here, I'm gonna flip these around. And we'll turn on fine-tune rotation here. And I really just wanna tip this thing upside down here. So we're at a 180, and then I'll bring it up. Okay, and you can kind of see here why it's being so fussy like that. Like when you're moving it around and whatnot. So if we place it right there, it might work. I'm kind of thinking out here might be better. How high up can I go before we're floating? About right here. Okay, and then if I move this all the way over here. I just want to keep that same height there. Come over on this side then. Gonna maybe envelop it too much. Turn off snapping here so I can get it exactly right. I want it to be about just shy of floating here. Something like that. And then we want it this side over here. Basically comes right out to their mouth on the actual dragon itself. Okay, now we're kind of trying to be a pain here a little bit. Okay, that might work there. We will see. Oop. Put this to a 90 here. Okay, like that. Then this side over here. And there you go. Now you have yourself a nice stone fire in there, or a hearth, stone fire hearth. If you want to seal this part in here, you could. You can make a design in there. I don't mind it like that though. If you wanted to place a third one in there, you might actually be able to scooch a third one in there to really get rid of some of those other designs. It might look a little goofy though. Let's just move it down in there. You'd have to be out here. Yeah, you'd have to probably put it down before your coffins too, but you might be able to get a third one in there, so. All right. Text messages, text messages. All right, so we have a nice hearth going here, stonefire hearth. Now, if you want to add in some more support pillars, you can. I got some other plans though here, so I want, like I said, I want these nice benches along the walls here. You could also, if you really wanted to, let's move this up here so you can actually see these. If you wanted to, you could flip these around here, like so, and then you could move them up, and you can place them against the wall here. So just coffins like that up against the wall instead of the benches aligned like that. It's kind of up to you, I guess. You know, either way would really work. You need a lot of coffins though. I don't think I have enough coffins to really make that work on both sides for right now, but it does look nice. The coffins would be cool. Oh, there's something else I wanted to add in here. Squirrel, right? Squirrel. Which chest did I put that in? I wanted to see how big our Cyclops showcases actually were here. Ooh, pretty big. Wonder how tall that's gonna be. Let me sink this down here once. I just kind of want to see. It could be kind of sweet. We put a Cyclops on either side, right? Gonna have to come out a little bit more here, though. There we go. I think I have enough bones for one. I don't think I have enough for two. Yeah. Alright, let me go throw these bones up here. Oh yeah. And then if we, where's our center at? If we grab, I'm probably getting ahead of myself here, but if we grab our, I have a granite throne stack in here somewhere right here. Perfect. Center should be right in here. Put that throne right there. Now, you won't be able to see. You won't be able to see. Actually, hold on. If you go into first person in here and go out of it, then click, does it put you back in? Oh, it doesn't. Okay, perfect. So he wouldn't be able to see whoever's coming in the door because of the fire, but he's here. Once you get around the hearth, you can see him sitting here on his little throne. So anyways, but I think we will actually put down another Cyclops over here, unless there's another statue I'm not thinking of, but, or I guess stuffed Cyclops? I don't know. Okay, we should be done with those two items in. I hate when my inventory gets all cluttered with random blocks and whatnot. We don't need this here anymore, or that stuff. But I did want to, I had an idea. Oh yeah. I got these iron Fell Dragon Youngling trophies here. Yes! Yes! It's looking good. Not gonna lie, it's looking good. At least I think it is. Alright, let me go throw some of this stuff back in over here. Get rid of our coffins here. I'm just gonna use the my iron benches here because I have enough of them to line the walls with. I do think the coffins would look really nice on the side too. I may eventually come back and switch them out. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Kind of in line here. Okay, was hoping I went all the way up to the wall there with them, and I did. Turn off snapping so we can get this one in position here. There we go. And then, before I forget too, we do want to actually put some nice steps in here for him. So I'm probably gonna end up using Mr. Connor for wood here again. Snapping is being a little annoying there. Oop, that's gonna have to come out one, right? There we go. Wanted it just a little bit wider here. There we go. Let's go ahead and seal on the sides here. There we are. Very nice, very nice. Okay. And then on the walls here, I did have an idea too. I'm so excited about like the interior decoration portion that I just kind of go all over the place when I'm decorating. Did I have them in here? I think I did. Yes, here, the Drac relief. Is it relief? Yeah, relief pieces. And then I should have, I don't know which chest I put them in. Should have the deal to actually hang them up. Were they in there? Did I miss them? Oh, here they are, right here. So you need the showcase there. And basically you can just take them. And if we, I wonder if it's going to work like that. If I put it like that, let me see here if this is going to work. I'm not sure if I'll have enough pieces here. I might have to get. Oh, good. Okay. Okay. So what I'm gonna kind of do then is just put these like kind of murals up here. I got kind of the Skyrim-esque vibes going there, you know, like with the oh shoot, what are they called? Is it the Akavir? Is that right? Or am I thinking of something different? The secret like society or whatever that kills dragons, secret dragonborn people. You guys know what I'm talking about? But anyways, they have like the Skyrim inscriptions there. So I wanna put another one like right here with the inscriptions. I won't have enough pieces to do both sides, but we could definitely try to get at least put them up here. What did I do on that side? Okay, I just linked them like right here. Yeah, I'll have to get some more of these, but yeah, so now basically we have like this kind of mural of warriors there, which I think is really, really fun. And one thing too I did want to try is like if I take the rugs, I turn on fine tune rotation, right? And I actually rotate this thing around here to be at 0. And I bring it out. I see I could actually hang rugs on the wall here if I wanted to. Like that. I don't know why, but you could do it. And then kind of up here, I want to just put some nice ruggings down, if you will. Just to kind of give it a little bit more of like, you know, you're up here by the front by the throne, kind of the head of the guild, or the head of the Warriors Hall. Alright, let me move some of this stuff back up here. It's in my way. And how are we actually looking on the lighting in here? So if I go ahead and, okay, I do have all of our lighting out, so we need some lights up here, probably behind the throne. Let me see here. What do I want to put in? I do have these small steel braziers here, which might actually fit in pretty nice here if I just put some kind of back in here like that. Just some nice lighting back in there, and let's put some on the sides over here. Good. And over here. Good. There we go. Got some nice lighting going there. I like it. And then I want to put some more trophy stuff up here. So I haven't done too much with the trophies yet. I know there's like different kinds. Like here's one that's got multiple kinds. I'm not really sure how you even put them in exactly, to be quite honest with you. Okay, so we got that, and then we can inspect. So what can we put them in there? So Hollow Halls artifacts. So I do have some. So it takes small and mediums. So can we put the fossils on there as well? Is that a thing? Like if I grab these here, and then if I, or can I just do like, can I just do some of this stuff? Let's see here. Okay, so we have this. Okay, so it's literally just the Hollow Hall stuff here, which is fine. Okay, so it's cool. It looks cool. All right. So how do you do the fossils then? That's my question. I'd like one with fossils on it. You know. Hollow halls. Okay, here's the fossil showcase. All right. I didn't know that there was a separate one for this, but let's put that down. Now, if I actually come in here, we should be able to. Okay, so we got a nice fish there. And then the larger sea lily fossil. Oh, we got some nice fossils in there. I do like that. Yeah, that's cool. Very, very cool. And then we almost have room for some stuff out there too. Like I know that you can put here the Hollow Halls showcase one large slot. Which we can just do the large dark crystal there. And then I'm pretty much just going to end up putting a bunch more like, I'll put like some weapons and armor stands in here, I think. Like maybe we'll grab, let me go put some of this stuff away. That all back over there. I should need a lot of this stuff here, but maybe like some armor stands here. I don't think I have enough armor right now to actually outfit these here, but we'll probably put, ooh, I know what I should do too. Let's grab our nice rugs here again. Actually, we could grab our other rug here. Hold up. Let's grab our other rug options here. I can see which one I like better. That one's gonna look weird, so we'll just put down a nice big square here. Square here, and a nice square behind there. And grab out our armor stands. Turn off snapping. Put these right in the middle here. Then we'll have some nice armor on either side of him there. Kind of like maybe his official armor that he wore back in the day, or his champion armor. Alright, perfect. And then, yeah, I do want to also put some weapons kind of behind there. Maybe on some of the walls here, maybe like right up in here on these opened parts here. If you don't want the whole wall to be inscriptions, you can take that out. If you don't like that, I'm going to go ahead and grab my, my tables now. I should have some tables in here. And I'm just going to probably, I want to see what they all kind of look like here. So let me just move some of this stuff out of the way here. What did I put in there? The banquet table with the wood, the regular wood table, and then the side tables. All right, so we have the banquet table here. We have the regular wood table, and then the side tables. I think I would like a couple of nice tables in here. Like that. Should I put them over a little more? Maybe I'll put them over a little more here. Like maybe you can sit. There we go. That's an idea. Like you can sit. Oops. Shoot. Maybe we'll put a little space in between them. Otherwise, you'd have to slide all the way. There we go. Like you could sit back there, like a booth style. You know. Pretty good right there. On the side, I think it's right here. Okay, that should be pretty even there. If it's not exactly, that's fine too. Should be good with tables then. For the time being, at least. Now we need some chairs. Which I gotta find here. I think I grabbed chairs. Did I not grab any chairs whatsoever? Ooh, I don't know if I grabbed chairs or not. Okay, well, I didn't grab any chairs, I don't think. Oh yeah, I did. I was like, I'm sure I grabbed chairs. Okay, we have these magnificent granite stone chairs here, which I'm going to be using. And you can use whatever chairs you want here. Just make it, twist them a little bit, turn off snapping so you can actually align them correctly. Make it look like someone was actually sitting in them. Well, these ones gotta go over more, don't they? Shoot. They gotta come over to the wall more here so you can actually run in between. Maybe even more yet, huh? Why is this so close to me? Get away. Something like that. Whether or not we're lined up is the... Yeah, we should be. Cool. Okay, good. Oh, I shouldn't have deleted that one. Shoot. It'll be right here, though. Yeah, should be good right there. Okay, we'll flip these around here. We're now snapping again. And just rotate them a little bit so they look like they're, you know, strewn about. If you don't like the granite chairs, that's fine. You don't have to use them. Just pick whichever ones you want. I'm kind of doing like a court thing going on here. I don't know what's happening, but but anyways, you can get around here good yet. Looks good. So when you come in here, oh yeah, we gotta do that top part yet. When you come in here, I'll probably decorate up the outside a little bit too with some nice pillars out here. Basically, you'll open this up here, and you'll come right in. You'll go around the hearth here up to the front. And this is where our man is at here, where he's chilling at. The leader of the warrior hall here. Or guild, whichever one you want this to be, really. Alright, now let's fill this part in here. And I think I'm gonna actually... what block do I want to use here? I want iron. Iron look good in there? That's the question, right? Now you could use this iron or bronze blocks here to make some really nice ceiling tiles there. Some mosaic, is that the right word? Ceiling tiles. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. And then I might just run, we'll see. I might run some pillars up on the sides out here, or maybe put in some extra wood that comes up and down here on the corner, so we're not just such a big empty rectangle here. But this is a very simple build for folks to do too. Obviously, it won't have all the collectibles and stuff, but the materials aren't too bad so far. You'll have to kind of have some of the areas, but most people have a lot of this stuff already, so. And you can put down rugs all the way out here, like if you wanted to use this, you could have set the rugs down as well there, or even the big straw furry mats here look fine too. Along there. I'm not gonna do it now because I already placed that stuff down, but yeah, we got plenty of light in here now. I don't have the weapons and stuff to put on the walls quite yet, so we'll probably do that another time. I'll probably end up doing a quick walkthrough video of this when I do have it all finished and decorated the way I like it for the most part. Again, none of my builds are ever very final. I do almost always add more and more stuff to them over time. Like if you watch the inn video, I don't have this little kitchen on the back here of the actual inn when I do that video. I add that in later. It's just stuff that I see like as I'm going through, and I want to add in later to the build to kind of liven it up more, improve on it, you know, always improving on things. So if you guys want updates on some of the other builds, I can definitely do that. But yeah, I think that's going to pretty much be what I'm gonna do for the stream tonight here. We got a good ways and kind of the groundwork for our warrior hall here. Hello, Pumbaa Pig 1. How are you? So yeah, once we basically get this thing all decorated up, I'll do a walkthrough video of this, and you guys can actually see what I come up with in the final result there. But yeah, I think ultimately some ideas that I have here, we're just gonna fill out this wall with our carvings like we have over on this side here. And we'll finish out this other cyclops on this side of the throne hall, or throne here, the throne chair. Yeah. Put some armor up here, and then I want to add in some weapons back here. I want to add probably a weapon or two behind the armor there. Hey, thanks for subscribing there. Appreciate that a lot, actually. And we might end up adding on to this place. It could be kind of fun. Again, we're floating over the shroud here, which is interesting. I could potentially make that look like it's a floating island, depending on how far into the shroud from the top I can build down. But we might extend this whole area out here, this kind of cliff face, so that we can build a little bit more on this side here too, and maybe extend some of this warrior hall out here, or maybe build some other kinds of buildings in here. But yeah, I think it's a nice build here. It's a large rectangle for now, but like I said, we might add on to it. And yeah, we'll do a final walkthrough when I do get most of it done here. So I think I also would like to maybe add in some more like fur rugs and stuff. I'm glad to figure out that we can actually hang those rugs on the wall like that. And you should be able to do that with any of the rugs here. Yeah, you can place any of those rugs on those walls there. So just basically turn on your fine-tune rotations and rotate them, and it should work there to how you actually want it to work. And then you can have some nice feasts in here. One other thing before I end the stream here. Let me grab this out here. I did grab some nice big, some kegs here. Where did I put those kegs? Within the next chest. Okay, so barrels and kegs and stuff like that. These are pretty big here, but when you're building stuff like this, it'll be in my final walkthrough, but you want to have nice barrels and stuff sitting around to kind of liven it up. Just add in some clutter, some barrels around here and there. Like maybe we'll put maybe there's a big keg somewhere. Ooh, we could build a shelf and have a keg sitting up on the actual shelf out here. So like you could put a shelf down and have some nice big kegs sitting up on the shelves or something like that, where guys can come over, fill up their mugs and whatnot. And then we will be putting like dishware and stuff on these tables as well here. Plates, pitchers, obviously. This is a celebration hall for memories of warriors and whatnot. May have died in battle against the Shroud. But yeah, so if you guys do like this kind of freestyle build here, or you do like some of my other builds on the channel, please do check them out. I do have some other streams here. I do try to stream every Monday night at 7 p.m. here Central Time in the United States. But I do miss some nights, and I do stream some off times too here if I'm bored. These days I'm quite busy with a full-time job and making videos and whatnot here. For a couple different channels and such, but plus, you know, all the real life activities I got going on too, and the various other games that I do play. I just don't do videos of them on the channels there too. But yeah, do please consider leaving me a like and subscribing to the channel there if you're watching the VOD of this. I do appreciate it a lot. Like I said, we did hit 500 subs, which is amazing, and I appreciate that so much, guys. It's going to be so amazing to shoot towards that 1,000 subscriber goal that we've been working on for so long here. I'm really pumped for that, and we'll definitely do something special for the 1,000 subscriber goal too there if we do end up meeting that. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm going to end the stream right here. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.